School,
and together we are
Between Peace.
We chose Eric Dawson's challenge to bring unlikely allies together and unleash peace because Chicago is known for violence. We are located in the Garfield Park area, so we chose this challenge because it's related to us.
We created an organization called Between Peace, which aims and focuses on the peace that already exists in our community in order to promote and grow that peace.
We began our project by brainstorming many different potential solutions to solve the problems of the violence in our neighborhood.
We know that Marshall has a lot of conflict, so we chose to do peace circles because
data shows that peace circles improve the overall atmospheres of school. For example, at Monroe High School, 70% agree that peace circles improve the school.
We held a meeting with the principal basically explaining what the Aspen challenge is and what she can do to help us complete our challenge.
We got responses from about half of the students' body across grade levels and found that 55% of students had heard of peace circles but only participated in peace circles after the conflict had happened. That showed us that peace circles were not being implemented in a way that could prevent conflicts.
We created a web page that students can access from the link via Marshall's web page. The web page has a large button where students can report to us an issue and how urgent that issue is. The web page will alert us how urgent a need for a peace circle is. As you can see, this is the web page behind us.
We also held a meeting with the teachers to receive feedback on how they think we should change the disciplinary system in our school. They told us that the students would think it's snitching by using the website. So later on that day, we held a meeting with the students, and we was telling them that you wouldn't be snitching, your friend won't get in trouble.
after meeting with administration, we learned that our principal had a connection with the police department. Using this connection, we were able to co-host an event where 50 police cadets came to our school for a day of fun activities. You can play the video.
Play the video.
Are you guys excited? You guys excited? Absolutely excited.
So we started the day off with the cadets by creating meaningful name tags as a bonding exercise, and later we separated the 75 students and the 50 cadets into different rooms to have large peace circles where we can speak upon controversial issues and say how we felt without being judged. We learned a lot from the cadets, and they learned from us too.
We did held a school-wide assembly to let our peers know who we are and our plan forward moving on with peace circles.
Students and cadets were able to have a relationship with a dance hall, which made our relationship very positive. Although Garfield Park is one of the 6 out of the most violent neighborhoods throughout the community, but that doesn't change us as an overall because we are hosting a movie night in a park to make sure that we're able to change the community and the perception of the community overall.
We are going to engage our community in a monthly movie night where there will be popcorn and refreshing drinks. In order for this to run smoothly, we collaborated with the Chicago Police Department. We also created an event on Facebook, and it has gathered several people who say that they will attend. And we will soon be passing out flyers. We hope to see you there.
Give them a round of applause.
how do you envision the like Google form or web app that you made working? Is it that like as soon as they run into a conflict, they kind of pull out their phone, fill it out, or is it kind of something that they go home and decide this is the conflict that they want to be mediated by these circles?
So that would be like, for example, say during our passing periods, 2 students get into an argument, and another student decided they want to tell us about it. So they would log in and they would inform us. If something is happening during the classroom, then that would be the teacher's job or our security guard's job.
They will also make it anonymous because you know how certain students feel like somebody's snitching. So instead of them putting their names, we'll just set it anonymous.
There's no right answer to this question, but where do you see your project like 5 years from now? What is it doing and what have you accomplished by then?
Well, overall, we're trying to basically change. Basically, the idea is not to solve the violence, but to change the perception in the community. And so, what we're doing is basically we're trying to host certain events that will make Garfield Park as an overall positive, more experience, not just inside the community, but overall outside the community as well. And in addition towards that, we're trying to have political leaders as also. And so, overall, in 5 years, we can see we want more people to do this, not just us overall. We want more people from different communities to do this as well. And so,
and to bounce off what he said about the movie night in Garfield Park, we're also in the school, when we collaborated with the police department, they have their own program called Bridging a Divide, and that's why they wanted to come to the school. So their plan for bringing the cadets who are in the academy to the school was to build a better relationship with the new generation of police officers with the students.
How, if any, would you create any tools so that young people outside of school can take this into their personal lives and manage conflict and be ambassadors of peace circles in their personal lives? How would you encourage that?
That's why we have Instagram and Facebook, so we use the social media so other people can tag along and see what we're doing, and they can also follow up and create their own.
we also want to make sure that everyone sees our flyer and comes out to the event. It's not just only to people in Garfield Park, but it's also people to the Lawndale area and to the Austin community as well. And so we would like everyone to get out there and to have a good time.
It's May 14th, right? Saturday, May 14th, Garfield Park.
One more question.
Can you talk a little bit about how you worked as a team and if all of your original team members are still working with you on this solution?
Most of our teammates are still here, but
there was complications because some opted out because it was too difficult in the beginning. And so what we all, some people wasn't really sure about it or unclear about it. So, we managed to fill the gaps in where some people can come in and do it.
Like Talia, he's joined the group with someone left. So.
All right, let's give him a